you slow down the helicopter just a little bit?
Chandler
There you go,
Tower,
this is about
Archer
the speed that we want.
961 Whiskey Golf, 7.5 miles south of the airport with information.
And we're going to get in line behind this white helicopter. Tails clear again.
Tails clear, right?
Approach 94 Scoff, Chandler Tower, make left traffic, runway 22 left traffic.
And we can just sit right here for 1 second,
Parallel taxiway pattern.
waiting for this helicopter to take off.
Make left traffic for runway 22 left. Can I do one touch and go and a full stop? One.
I'm going to help you a tiny bit, and I'm going to have you do a touch and go. Or an up down, sorry. Alright, so whenever you're ready.
193 uniform, holding short of the helipad, requesting a south departure with Oscar.
Okay, 79 uniform, Chandler Tower, traffic, helicopters, Charlie pattern at the helipad, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff from the helipad, 2 with the Charlie, I'll be looking out for that traffic.
Just a little bit fast.
Yep.
So when you're touching down,
7 kilo on the
that soft downward pressure the whole time.
Okay, update 7 kilo, taxiway, Charlie, clear for the option.
As soon as you touch down, drop it.
The option.
Just an inch or so. Alright.
Alright.
Go ahead and pick us up. Stop the movement. Slowly pick us up. There you go. Alright, you can scoot forward, so we'll take the spot of where that helicopter was. And since there's already 2 helicopters in the Charlie pattern, it might not work out for us. So we're going to go out south real quick, and we'll do a couple things. And we'll try to come back.
Want us
Hog
forward
up
a
the
little
Charlie pattern. Do it.
You want us forward a little more?
Yeah, just a little bit. You see this horizontal crack right here?
Yeah.
That's about where we ought to be.
Alright, I'll just keep the shadow behind it then.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so you know how your radio call is going to sound?
Chandler Tower, 709, 8 Papa, number 2 at the helipad. Requesting south departure with information Oscar.
Yes, sir. Yep, and we're going to be number 1. So as soon as they take off, you can make the radio call,
Gotcha.
and we'll be number 1. So right now they're taking off, so whenever you're ready.
Alright. Chandler Tower, helicopter 709, 8 Papa, requesting south departure. Number 1 at the helipad, requesting south departure with Oscar.
Okay, 79 Pop, Chandler Tower, traffic, helicopters, Charlie pattern at the helipad, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff from the helipad heading south of 9 Papa, thank you.
What do you say?
He gave us a traffic advisory, so you can scoot up to where that white helicopter was.
Gotcha.
He gave us a traffic advisory saying that there are 2 helicopters in the Charlie pattern. He said, we are cleared for a takeoff from the helipad heading southbound.
Gotcha.
And that's all that we have to say back is helipad, clear for takeoff is the bare minimum you have to say, but I like to say southbound anyways, just to confirm.
Just clarify.
Yeah.
Make sure they know where we're going.
Stay here going a little bit slow. You can give a little bit more forward if you want.
Scoff, runway 22 left,
There you
quick
go.
touch and go. Make
We'll hover right here, stabilize out, and we do a tail clearing turn.
One with
Tail clear, right?
Or, sorry, just a regular clearing turn. And we're going to look for engine traffic all around.
Traffic to 12 to 11 o'clock, 2 miles left downwind, Cherokee.
So you see this helicopter right here? If we take off right now, we're going to be like kind of side by side next to each other.
1,800.
So what we should do is we should wait for them to pass us, and then we should take off so that we're staggered.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Wait for traffic, one with Golf.
All right, and I'm going to have you do this maximum takeoff. When you do it,
Okay, up to 19 November, taxiway, Charlie, clear for
I want you to raise to your 5-minute limit, nice and smooth, go straight up, and then you're going to feel like the helicopter just like kind of like slows down in speed, like it's climb. That's when I want you to give slight forward pressure, just the littlest bit. And if you go a little bit sooner than that, that's perfectly okay.
Say it again? It was 5 minute, oh God, 5 minute
Max
limit.
performance takeoff. So I'll talk you through it right here.
Yep.
So we're in a hover right now, right? We're all ready. RPM stop the granular to the green fuel sufficient carbon network record.
Yep.
Raise to your 5-minute limit, smooth, nice and slow. Raise. A little bit of a left pedal. Right here, slight forward pressure, just like you have right there. And hold this. You're gonna feel ETL right there. Do you feel it?
Yep.
Push through it. Now get a 60 knot pitch, 60 knot pitch, and climb power. So this is fine right there. And now you're just climbing, just like normal. And that wind really helped us.
A little bit.
Yeah, that was a really good takeoff. All right, so we know we have this helicopter over here. We have this one over here. They're both in the Charlie pattern. So when we turn southbound, we should be perfectly okay.
Gotcha.
Do you remember when you should start your turn?
I think parallel with that road right here to our 11.
So it's 300 feet AGL.
Ah.
You're currently 350 AGL, so you can turn whatever you like.
Got it.
Clear left.
Clear left.
Yep, the point of turning 300 feet AGL is for obstacles. It's like you see those cranes over there in the distance?
Yeah.
Those things are tall as fuck.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other tall stuff out here that you can't tell is really there until you're inside of it, you know?
A little windy. Not that much, but a little windy.
Yeah, just tiny bit.
Bird, 12 o'clock.
Oh, don't hit them.
2 birds. Ah, shit, 3.
Turn.
They're flying. We're gonna go this way.
November.
Nice and slow.
Entering auto in 3, 2, 1. Down.
Up to right. To just to the roll off to the east of Maricopa Mountain, 3000.
Raise. Alright, so low RPM, lower with it. Alright, we'll roll out for you.
Rolling up.
We'll climb back up a little bit. Car traffic 9 at Papa over the abandoned car yard, doing autos.
Abandoned what?
Abandoned cow yard.
Ah.
Alright, so we're still climbing a little bit. You can keep low in that collective. There you go. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and enter the auto again. Remember, high RPM, raise collective, low RPM, lower collective.
Gotcha.
And do it a little bit faster if you would.
Entering auto in 3, 2, 1. Down, right out.
Right out.
Roll
off. Raise.
Raise.
Raise, 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 raise. There you go. Now pitch.
Pitch, trim.
Airspeed.
Airspeed,
We have low
RPM
RPM. Lower just a little bit. Perfect.
Go.
I'm gonna roll on for you.
Roll on.
Alright, I really like that one. The speed was really good. I want to keep it around that pace from now on. We got settled in, pitch, trim, airspeed, RPM. That's just what the doctor ordered. Alright, let's go ahead and do one more of those, and then I'll show you low RPM, and we'll head back into town.
Entering auto in 3, 2, 1. Down, right out.
Roll off, raise.
Raise.
Now pitch.
Pitch, trim. Airspeed's good. RPM is getting low.
Nope, we're good. That's right where we want it to be. Alright, this is really nice. And then you just glide down. Alright, I'm gonna roll on for you.
On.
Quite nice, quite nice. Alright, so take that same pace. Now we're gonna have to speed it up just a tiny bit, but when we do engine failures, I want you to keep it relatively the same. So I want you to down, right, roll off, raise. Alright?
Yep.
And that's going to help you keep it repeatable, right? So your entry is going to be similar. Now go ahead and level us off here.
Leveling off.
Raise.
Alright.
Right. So 3, 2, 1. Engine failure. Down, right, keep it down. Roll off, raise.
Up here, 708 kilo.
You see how the RPM stayed down for a long time?
Yeah.
2,800.
Yep. And now it's the same. Just a normal everyday glide. Alright, I'm gonna start rolling off for you. Go ahead and flip us a bitch.
What?
Flip us around.
Got it.
To the right.
Alright.
And if you would, climb us up. So we'll give 60 knot pitch attitude. There you go.
Bird, up 1 o'clock.
Whee!
Vulture, Jesus. thing's huge.
Yeah, it looked like we scared him as much as he did us. All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, engine failure.
Down right aft.
All the way down. Roll off. Raise. You see, as it's coming up is when you want to raise.
Gotcha.
So you're kind of raising with it.
Pitch, trim, airspeed's good, RPM's getting low.
Yep, real nice. Try to take it a little bit slower, so don't rush through everything. All right, real nice. I'm gonna start rolling on for you. Lost it a little bit at the end, but that's okay. Yep, so ensure that you're doing each thing. So I know, pitch shows your airspeed, right?
Yep.
However, it shows what your airspeed's about to do. So, like I have flight controls.
You got controls?
My airspeed is not 80, but this is an 80 knot pitch. It's going to get up to 80, right?
Right.
So that's why we're looking at the pitch. You have flight controls?
Gotcha. I got controls.
Versus, waiting for it to, transpire and put us in a weird situation. We want to just fix it first.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to show you low RPM. I have flight controls, please.
You got controls?
So when we do low RPM is anything below the green.
Good.
So you have 3 ways to know. You're going to get, 4 ways. A little bit of left yaw, potentially. Vibrations. It's going to sound different, and you'll get the low RPM light and horn. All right, so those are your indications. The ways to get them are over gripping the throttle. So if you grab super tight, you have a governor malfunction. If you get the full throttle light over here, so over pitching the blades is the same thing. That means that the engine has no more power to give. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And how we're going to practice it is if you would turn the governor off, please.
Governor off.
So you're going to be flying, and I'm going to say eyes outside. As the instructor, I'm going to start rolling off on the throttle, like so. And once I hear that low RPM light and horn is when I start my recovery. I'm going to lower the collective, aft cyclic, and slowly roll on all at the same time. All right. Now the reason why I'm going so slow is because I have all the fucking time in the world. All right.
Right.
So you see how I just got in the green?
Yep.
Now I'm going to resume forward flight. I'm going to do that by giving forward cyclic and raising the collective at the same time. And remember, anytime you raise the collective, you need left pedal. All right. Whenever you're ready, governor off.
Governor off.
Governor off. Keep your eyes outside, and I'm going to start rolling off on the throttle. And then when you hear the light and the horn, go ahead and recover. So you see how it feels a little bit different, sounds a little bit different. A little bit of vibrations, tiny bit of left yaw, go ahead and recover. Slowly lower, a little bit of aft, slowly roll on. You got all the time in the world, slowly roll on. Now that you're in the green, a little bit too much. Now that you're in the green, slowly raise collective, forward pressure. Anytime you raise, you need left pedal. A little bit more forward. There you go. How's it feel?
That's all right.
All right, turn the governor on, please.
Governor on.
Let's turn back towards Chandler. Clear right.
Clear right.
We're gonna head back into town, try to get in the trolley pattern. We'll do 1 low RPM on the way, and we'll confirm that it is still Oscar. Current traffic 98 Papa, 2 miles southeast of the green circles, and back into Chandler, 2004.
Ground 14.4.
There you go. Now we want 60 knots, 300 feet AGL, so we gotta come down just a little bit more.
Preston 283, runway 22 left, clear touch and go, make left traffic.
Now the next thing we want is a 10-degree slope intercept. All right. So go ahead and raise collective nice and slow. Whenever you get that 10-degree slope intercept, should be right around here. Just go and slowly lower collective and shoot the approach. Right about there, I'd say.
Just about.
Okay. Lower collective, slight aft cyclic, and it almost feels like you're falling back just a tiny bit right there. Now you want to keep the spot in relation to the compass, so it pretty much stays in that 10-degree slope intercept. Now you see now it's coming to you. You want to lower the collective to get down to it. Keep a slight aft cyclic. Now that we're getting a little bit closer, right now we're about 100 feet AGL, so I want you to stop listening to your 10 degrees. Look down at the end of the runway. We have our 3300 rule right here. Slowly raise collective. And then we're going to hit ETL next. So right there's your vibrations for ETL. Raise, 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 forward. And a little bit of left pedal, and then just let the helicopter settle on down. You want to keep a little bit of forward movement the whole time. Stay over the yellow line. Alright, now we'll just let the helicopter come down. Alright, not bad. Whenever you're ready, let's get on the go. So how we're supposed to do it is pre-takeoff checks, RPMs off the green, LS orange, in the green, fuel efficient, all that good stuff. And then whenever you're ready.
Gotcha. Well, tail turn?
Okay, sure.
Alright,
The reason why we overshot our spot in that one was because our spot was coming down to us in relation, and you didn't really give a reaction. So anytime that is coming down to you, you need to lower the collective. No matter what collective you're at, just lower the collective. Because I promise if you lower the collective enough, you will descend.
Alright.
Alright.
We got 2 planes behind us.
Yeah, fuck those planes.
Yep. Push through ATL.
Alright, we're gonna hit 40 knots. Right there. Slide aft for 60 knot pitch attitude. Right about there, something like that. And you can tell tower, 98 Papa, on the go.
98 Papa on the go.
Fuck up 90 Papa, taxiway Charlie, clear for the option.
Taxiway Charlie, clear for the option, 98 Papa.
Taxiway Charlie clear for the option, 98 Papa.
Perfect. And then when we get over this vegetation and shit, that's when we'll turn left.
Clear left.
Clear left. Horses. Those motherfuckers have 4 goats and a playground inside of like their pen. Like their kid just really loves the goats, you know?
Yeah. Clear left.
Clear left. Alright, so let's do one more normal approach.
The tower is on 283. Good luck to make this back from the full stop termination.
First 33, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Coming up on 1900, slight forward pressure. Keep your collective up, forward pressure. When you pick up the airspeed, slowly lower collective.
Just about to beam our spot. We're at top of the green. The warning lights are horns. 3 into green. Fuel sufficient, and we are clear to land. Just about 45. Clear below.
Clear below, lower collective, right pedal, aft cyclic for a 60 knot pitch attitude. Alright, so this one we're actually descending, so you know.
Alright, clear left.
Clear left. Now this is your base turn right here.
Clear left again.
Clear left, we'll get on final. We want 60 knots and 300 feet. So we still need to come down a little bit. You can lower the collective if you want. Oops, sorry. Gotta keep that left in there. So now that we're at our altitude, slowly raise collective, keep your altitude. 60 knots, perfect. So we'll just hold this right here, and we'll get our 10-degree slope intercept. I say right about there.
Yep.
Lower collective, aft cyclic. A little bit more aft cyclic, so once you feel like you're falling back, there you go. Kind of like in a movie theater seat is how I like to think about it. Now it feels like that spot is just slowly coming to us, lower just an inch. There you go. Then keep slowing us down, a little bit more aft. And you can tell by looking outside, you want a brisk walking pace. It felt like a little bit too fast to me. Here's 100 feet AGL.
We're reaching 3,300.
Yep, look at the end of the runway, fuck that 10 degrees.
Yep.
3,300 roll, we're looking okay. Keep slowing us down. You feel how we're kind of ballooning up right there?
Yeah.
We can lower the collect just a little bit. Here's the ETL. Slowly raise, forward pressure. Raise, 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 forward pressure, forward pressure. There you go. And then just come down on top of your spot. All right, remember those two little circles, that's where I want to go. There you go. A little bit more left. All right, not bad, not bad. Looking a lot better. So it still felt like I was like a lot on the controls.
Yeah.
Try to like think about what's next and how you're gonna do it, if you would. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because there's always like a step. So the next step is we're gonna hit 3,300. The next step after that is ETL. All right. Prepare for those things a little bit sooner, and then like stay ahead of me. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. Do you want to do a tail turn or?
It doesn't really matter.
All right.
Yeah, the only reason I'm excluding those tail turns is to try to save us time.
Right.
So that we can do, you know, the more important stuff. .40 knots, 60 knot pitch attitude, slide aft. And then you can tell tower 9 Papa is on the go.
9 Papa on the go.
Okay, 95, taxiway Charlie, clear for the option.
Taxiway Charlie, clear for the option, 9 Papa.
I love it when you call me 98 Pop. Yeah, I'm white, I know.
Alright, we are at altitude, increasing. Pitch.
About 10 degrees.
Right above there.
Lower collective, slide aft cyclic. You want to feel just like you're falling back just a little bit. It looks to me like our spot is slowly coming to us, so you're going to want to lower an inch. And then look left and right. You want a brisk walking pace. I think this is a little bit too fast. You want to slow us down just a little bit more. A little bit more on the aft. There you go. Alright, here's 100 feet AGL. So fuck the compass, look at the end of the runway. Do your 3,300 roll. You know, next thing coming is ETL. Keep it down, keep it down, keep it down. So keep the descent. There's ETL, raise, 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 forward, 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 raise, 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 forward, forward. Come down nice and slow. Okay, not bad. So the reason why I told you keep it down was, did you feel the helicopter level out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to avoid. Ideally, we want to start at 6,300 feet and then a constant descent and slowing down until we're on the spot. That would be like the perfect approach. It would be a constant slowing down and descent the whole time.
Gotcha.
Whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get on the go.
Gotcha.
Knots, slide out cycling, 60 knot pitch attitude, and then call tower.
9 Papa on the go.
Okay, 95, taxiway Charlie, clear for the option.
Taxiway Charlie, clear for the option, 9 Papa.
Did you say 90 Charlie, clear for the option?
What? I thought it said taxiway Charlie.
Okay. All I heard was Charlie, and I was like, oh, what are you saying? Okay, this one, let's do a straight in auto rotation. So this is
tower, reader 32.
Same thing we were doing out south, except now we're going to finish it off with the flare and the power recovery.
Gotcha. Clear right or left?
32, center.
You can turn the governor off,
Governor off.
and I'm going to count us down to enter, and I want you to enter when I say 1, okay?
Alright.
So auto rotation in 3, 2, 1.
Down,
Right, aft. Look down the RPMs, roll off, raise. Looking pretty good. Pitch.
Pitch.
Riddle
Trim.
32, runway 22
Airspeed.
left.
We need
RPM.
slight forward pressure. Lower the collectors a little bit.
land, Riddle 32.
And now look at your spot. We're looking pretty good. We can do another quick one. Pitch, trim,
Pitch, trim,
airspeed,
RPM
RPM.
low again.
We're gonna flare in 3, 2, 1. Slow and progressive. Just a little bit of aft. Now those RPMs are peaked. Raise, roll on. Roll on, roll on, roll
Chandler
on.
Tower, helicopter 111, November, 7 miles to the south, requesting the helipad with Papa.
Helicopter 111.
It's a little bit too much. You gotta go super slow with it, right?
Traffic, one helicopter in shot pattern.
Turn the governor on, please.
Traffic, report south point, helicopter 111, November.
You're going to get us in a nice stabilized over. And they can do it, friend. Stabilize us out. There you go. So the entry was quite nice. I think I messed you up trying to do another scan. I should have just, moved on. The flare was a little bit nice. We could have done a little bit more, but did you feel how we ease into the flare?
Yeah.
That's what I want every single time. Our RPMs didn't really come up very much. However, they did a little bit. And that's what you're looking for. So when the top they're going to go is when you want to do the power recovery. We were late on our power recovery. And remember, it's raise and roll on kind of at the same time. I prefer to do roll on then raise, if I'm honest with you. However, if it works, it works. Right?
Yeah, I think my hand got because I had undergripped it. And I think my when I was trying to roll it back on, it was.
You just didn't have enough space.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's raise, roll on, forward, cyclic to level off the helicopter, and then from there you just cruise on down. Right. Whenever you're ready.
All right.
Keep that forward. There you go. Push through ETL.
40 knots. 98 Papa on the go.
Okay, 95, taxi Charlie, quick the option.
Taxiway Charlie, clear for the option, 98 Papa.
All right, 300 feet above the vegetation. Clear left.
Clear left.
All right, so give me that same auto rotation, except they're off. Governor off. And we're gonna enter in 3, 2, 1. Down, right, aft. Roll off, raise, watching those RPMs. Gotta trap them right there. Pitch.
Pitch,
Trim,
airspeed is good, RPM is
Nope,
low.
airspeed's a little bit low, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of forward. All right, this is perfect right here. Now look outside. We're gonna flare in 3, 2, 1. Slide out. Boom, stay. And recover. Roll on, raise. Level off the helicopter. Slowly raise. And the grand old time come down to the ground nice and slow. Slowly raise. All right. From here, have I taught you how to do low RPM on a hover?
No.
Okay, so you're just gonna lower the collective and roll on at the same time. So, just like that.
Oh, yeah, I believe so.
All right. Governor on, please.
Governor on.
All right, so that was a perfect auto rotation. Coming to the yellow line, please. It was a slow entry. Everything looked pretty good. We did have a little bit low RPM in the glide. However, I'm not really concerned about it. The flare felt really nice. However, I need you to wait just a little bit on that recovery. Because you still have to bleed off the airspeed, right? Like
right.
The flare wasn't quite done yet. But once we did recover from it, we got the RPMs up at the top of the green, raised a lot of collective, and then just chilled down on the way down. That makes sense? That's what I want from a straight and auto. All right, so let's go do a 180. Tower helicopter at 98 Papa on the go, requesting the 180 pattern.
Got 95, 180 pattern approved, taxi with Charlie, clear for the option.
Taxi with Charlie, clear for the option, 98 Papa, 180 pattern approved. Normal takeoff here. So I'm going to take flight controls here in a little bit. and I'm going to show you the pattern for the 180 and how to go about doing it, okay?
All right.
So first off, we're going to climb straight up to 1,800 feet, and then we're going to flip a bitch, so turn around, and then we're going to get a BMR spot, and we're going to enter a BMR spot. All right. When we enter, we're going to be at 75 knots, 2,000 feet, and manifold pressure below 20, so it's the same auto rotation checks except for 2,000 feet. When we enter the auto, I want to stay facing on my downwind, and I want to stabilize the helicopter. So I'll do down right aft, roll off raise, and I'm going to check just real quick. I'm going to make sure the helicopter's
Governor is off.
Governor off. And entering in 3, 2, 1. Down right aft, roll off raise, stabilize the helicopter, clear left. Now I'm dragging that compass along the horizon to make sure I keep my pitch level. I'm gonna roll out on final, lower the collective, and from here, just normal auto. So flare 3, 2, 1. And recover. Get my RPMs up in the green, and I'm just coasting on down to the ground. Just having a grand old time.
Green, no warning lights or horns. Airspeed will slow. 3 in the green. Fuel sufficient, carb heat not required. And clear of smoke.
And governor off.
Governor is off.
Airspeed good, altitude good, map below 20. A beam your spot, so I'll count us down. You have you enter. So entering 3, 2, 1. Down right aft. Roll off raise. Stabilize the helicopter nice and quick. Clear left.
Clear left.
Now low RPM, drop the collective. Keep that turn strong. Now you're on final, so roll out of the turn, lower collective. And we're gonna flare in 3, 2, 1. Just a little bit, there you go. Ease into it, and recover. Now get over that yellow line.
Tower, helicopter 3082 Charlie, 6.5 miles to the south of the mission proper. Request finding of the helicopter.
Looking okay. Clear left.
Clear left.
Lower the collector just a little bit too much. Get on the final. And now we kind of goofed up that turn, but it's okay. So now we're on final, it's just straight and auto, right?
Yep.
Flare in 3, 2, 1.
Tower, helicopter 3082 Charlie, southwind.
Roll on, roll on, roll on, roll on, roll on,
52
roll on.
Charlie, number 2 phone helicopter on final, short final, make left traffic at the Helipad, clear to land.
That's it,
Slowly
clear
raise
for land
collective.
for 3082 Charlie.
Come down nice and slow to it. And we got to come down all the way to the 3-foot hover. Right there. Governor on.
Governor off.
And you should be able to feel that the air is like less turbulent down here.
Yeah.
All right, so I think our entry was goofed up, and that's what caused the rest of the auto to goof up. So a little bit too much aft again, and we were raising too much collective, which is why our RPM was low.
Right. That was too much aft on the entry?
Yes.
All right.
And then I kind of felt like instead of doing the, those initial checks to make sure that we're good to stabilize the helicopter, it felt like you just wanted to turn, like fuck this,
Right.
Yeah. So fuck that turn. I don't care about the turn. I want a good entry, which gives you a good stabilization, which gives you good glide, which gives you good flare, which gives you good auto. All right. All right.
Gotcha.
So I want you to focus on one thing at a time. So I'm doing the flare. This flare, or this entry. This entry is going to be the best entry anyone has ever done ever. Right.
Right.
And then from there, the glide is going to be the best glide ever, and then it's going to be the best flare ever, and then it's going to be the best power recovery ever, and that'll be the best auto ever. That makes sense.
Right.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I want to go back to the quantum ramp. So I want you to say, Tower, helicopter 98 Papa,
Okay,
requesting
93 uniform number
reposition
2,
to the
following
quantum ramp.
helicopter short fine. I'll make left traffic at the helipad, quarter land.
Number 2 for the helipad, cleared line. 93 uniform.
Tower 98 Papa, requesting reposition to quantum ramp.
Okay, 90 Papa, reposition approved.
Reposition approved, 98 Papa.
Reposition approved, 98 Papa.
Okay, tail's clear.
Tail's clear, right?
Alright, so let's do an air taxi to a quick stop, okay?
Alright.
So just a quick reminder, take off just like a normal approach. What we're gonna do, aft to pick up, forward to keep the airspeed, lower the collect to keep your altitude, and then I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, quick stop. Aft cyclic, lower the collective at the same time, nice and slow. Look outside and just get a feeling of what the helicopter's doing, okay? Once you start to descend, raise collective, level off the helicopter, and we'll just come down to a normal approach.
Alright.
On you.
Right now.
So normal takeoff. Step forward pressure. 40 knots, slide aft. Forward, lower collective. And 3, 2, 1, quick stop, nice and slow. There you go. Looking outside, feeling for the descent. Right there, level off. And nice and slow, just come down at your own whim. As you get down a little bit closer to the ground, you'll probably need to raise a little bit usually, just to kind of help cushion.
Tail clear left.
Tail's clear on my side.
Tail's clear.
Now look both ways, because I don't trust any of these hoes, and we'll go.
On the go.
Gotta keep that forward pressure in there. There you go. Right there.
97
This is
clear,
perfect.
center tower, hold short runway.
Now, see if you're climbing a little bit, you can lower the collective. So the collective is how you control your altitude. Now we're gonna land on the left side of 4 Lima Juliet, which is this red helicopter.
Ooh. Nice red.
Tail's clear.
Tail clear right.
Slow us down just a tiny bit. We're gonna take this right one, so tail's clear on my side.
Tail's clear left.
Alright, nice stabilized hover. Going to come down to 3 feet, about. And we're gonna do the best touchdown that anyone's ever seen, right?
Yep.
So look straight in front of you at the building, soft downward pressure, and just keep the helicopter steady. I'm gonna help you a tiny bit. I'm gonna bring you back to the center of the circle. Right there. Soft downward pressure, soft downward pressure. Drop it. There you go. Slowly lower, nice and smooth. Now governor off.
Governor's off.
Roll down to 75%.
Rolling down.